Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am your host, the Stock Sniper, over here, Stock Sniper TV. We got 3 minutes before the morning, before the market open. Let's get it. Hope everybody had a great night. Hope you having a great morning. Let's go. It's Thursday morning. We got 3 minutes left before the market open. Pretty much on time this morning. Ready to rock and roll. About 2 minutes left. First time since I've been doing StreamYard, everything is set up on time. That's right. Ready to rock and roll. Still using Webull. Countdown to the opening bell, y'all. We're almost in go mode. $20 MA, 9, 20. Okay. Everything ready to rock and roll. $43 seconds. This will not be a 6-hour live like yesterday. I'll probably be on live till about 9:30, maybe 10. 10 o'clock at the longest. It will not be a long live. Right, the market is open. It's 8:30. We had a big gap up this morning. Pre-market went from 561, 571. $10 gap up this morning.
What's going on is inside
Dang good. Let's see. Those contracts are kind of cheap right now. We had a $10 gap up. So anticipating the drop. Boom. I'm in on my first small trade. That it's gonna go down because we did have a gap up. Let's see if we can get that drop. See if we can get that drop. Currently up 2%. We switched to the 1 minute since we sold. Come on, let's drop. 2 minutes. 3 minutes. Up 1%. Let's flush it out. I'm not gonna hold it that long. Go back to the women. Okay, now we're getting that drop. 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 20. Yeah, now we're getting it. Come on. Now we're getting that drop. Now we're getting that drop. I'm out. Yeah, I want to got out. Nice drop right there. 8% gain on that one for my first trade of the day on this small account using Webull. Yeah, 8% on my first trade of the day on the downside within 5 minutes of the market, and it's still dumping. I didn't want to take a chance, you know what I'm saying, and let it reverse on me. I got in up here, but right here, and I wrote this candle down, and I got out. Good trade to the downside. Why did you take the trade, bro? I took the trade because this morning we had this huge gap up in pre-market. We had this huge gap up from 569. Wait, let me switch it to 3 minute. Yeah, we had this huge gap up from 562 all the way to 571 during pre-market. So when the market opened, the full market opened, I had indication that maybe that it was going to be some selling once the market opened. And that's exactly what happened. I got in right here. I had a stop loss, maybe at the high. If it had broke the high, then I'd have stopped out, but it cracked. And it's still dumping. One trade on the day so far. Eight percent. As long as we get 8 to 10%, even 5% is a good trade. 8 to 10%, that's a great trade. Worked out perfectly. Worked out perfectly. And we steady dumping. Wow. Look at that dump. Just like that. 8%. And realistically, with that 8%, the dump right there, my day is done. My day is done that quick. I need to go get my water jug. Hold on a second. My day is done with that 8% right there.
Right.
All right, I'm back. I need to pour this in the cup. Hmm. Let's see. One trade for 8%, y'all. Within the first 5 minutes of the market. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now we're about to see what this day has in store. Let me put it on the 2 minute. Indication that we're still headed down. nvda, let's see what's going down. Whoa, whoa. Hey, hello. Look what I done ran into. Yeah. nvda on the upside. nvda on the upside. Can nvda hit 120 today? Hello. I got to sit this down, man. But I can't because it got a bubble at the bottom. Shit. Let's see what's up with nvda. I traded Apple yesterday. Let me see what's up with nvda today. We already got one trade on spot, 8%. I am not speaking dollar amount. I am speaking percentages. Why is that, Stock Sniper? Because we do not worry about the dollar amount. We trade by percentages and percentages only. The dollar amount does not make it a great trade. The percentages do. Now we watching nvda. Let's go on the 1 minute on nvda. 119.07. Can nvda get up to that 120? Let's see. Let me get off of there. Go where I need to go. Push. It's pushing. Whoa. Can nvda get up over 120? Can nvda get back over 120? They will go to the downside. 119 high today. 119.19. Can nvidia get over 120? Go back to SPY. We got movement today. We got movement this morning. If you missed, my first trade was already first 5 minutes of the market. My first trade was a 8% gain on the downside on the SPY. Now they switched. Now I'm checking out nvidia. See what nvidia up to. I was trying to see if nvidia could get over that 120 mark, because I know 120 is strong resistance. Let's see where it's at. Let me put it on 30-minute. Yeah, right. Yeah, 120 is strong resistance on nvidia. So I want to see if nvidia can get back up to 120. If it can get back up to this area. Matter of fact, I'm finna go and put my line on that right now. I want to see if nvidia can get back up there. Strong resistance at 120. Can nvidia get back up to 120 today or tomorrow? Can nvidia get back up there to 120? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where we were at last week. Can nvidia get back up there to 120? Yeah. Can nvidia? Yeah. Yeah. Can nvidia get back up to this area? See, nvidia hit that area, dropped down, went back up, broke resistance, came back down, hit that area, came down, hit that area, came down, hit that area, came all the way back down, then hit that area, came back down. Now we are looking to go back up to this area again. Now we're looking to head back to that area. If we get back there, will we break this resistance? Will we break that resistance if we head back up to 120? We're already headed back down now from 119. Huge drop, huge red candle on nvidia. I'm watching nvidia right now. I'm looking for this move back up to 120. And then I'm gonna make a decision if I'm going, because I know it's huge resistance right here at 120 on nvidia. If it get back up to 120, I will be looking for a put contract back down on nvidia. Yes, I will be looking for a contract back down on nvidia. Yeah, that's my game plan number B for my second trade. That's the next trade I'm looking for. Already one trade in the books, 8%. My day is basically done. I got an 8% trade in 5 minutes within the first 5 minutes of the market. My day is basically done right now. So now I'm waiting on my second trade. I'm waiting on this. Yes, yeah. I'm waiting on this 120 touch of this resistance line. That's what I'm waiting on now. That's gonna be my trade number 2. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. For my second trade of the day on nvda. And if you know nvda moves. nvda moves real fast. So you might be thinking, well, it ain't gonna get back up there to 120. nvda moves. That's one thing about nvda. It moves. It's already on. Look like it's getting a bounce right now. nvda moves, bro. For real. We're on a 3-minute time frame with nvda right now. Let me move it to 1 minute. I'm watching it to get up to that 120. Can it hit that 120? Sometime within the next hour. Let me get everything straight. Let me get everything straight. Get everything straight. Let me change that color right here to red. That's 120. I'm gonna make that line. Well, that's the thick line. Okay, that's cool. I'm finna go on and let's see. Do another line right here, but make this line thin. Yeah, because that is all that is light resistance. This is that strong resistance line at 120 that I'm hoping we get back up to on nvda. On the spot, let's see what's happening. Spot had dumped all the way down. I can't, for some reason, it's not loading up over here. It's still not loading up today. So all my lists right here, I can't look at it. So I just keep it right here. Can, oh, can put it on 3 minutes. That a little bit better. Can the spy go all the way back down to yesterday's high? To see yesterday, this was resistance. Now it turns into support. Can it come all the way back down to yesterday's high of the day of 566.70? Let me move it up a little bit. Yeah, 566.70. Well, 566.70. Will it come all the way back down to yesterday's previous high? That's what we're looking at on the spot. Can this market dump all the way back down to yesterday's high? And break all the way down? Now, let's go back to nvda. Let me go back to NVIDIA. What NVIDIA up to, bro? Well, NVIDIA has broke that. Let me get this out of the way. Yeah. Let's see what's gonna happen now. I think I need to go and put my indicators. Put my while I got time. Put my EMAs in. 13 EMA. No. Let me put style, reduction, cut it. I want the 13 EMA. I don't want this. I want the 20. I want the 13 to be more like a red color. And I want the 20 to be more of a green. Yeah. So I got my 13. I got my 20. Shit, I messed up, bro. Okay. Go back to style. 13, 20. Okay. Done. 13, 20. When I put my EMAs in there, it tripped out. Oh, so that's the problem. For some reason, when the EMAs are on, let me see. Let me try something else out. Let me get back over here. Maybe that's the why that won't load. Indicator. Let me take them off. That's the problem. That was the problem. It's having a problem loading up the EMAs. Let me test it again. Let me just put, I gotta have one of these. All right, just give me one, bro. Okay, so that's the problem. That's what's going on with the board. The EMAs, for some reason, aren't working. That's the problem. That's why I wouldn't load up my chart. It's because the EMAs are not working, which is fine. Well, I got my VWAP. That's cool. Let me put, will it let me put at least one indicator? No. So Webull is having difficulties with the moving averages. Okay. As long as I got my VWAP, it's cool. I don't know, maybe I need to reset this computer. Let me try this other computer, or maybe I should just leave it alone. Let me try this other one. Let's see, nvda. This will let me know if it's the computer. Okay. At least I'm back to my original board. Apple, let's see what Apple doing. Apple, Apple going up. Amazon down. Meta down. I ain't worrying about Walmart. Tesla, yeah. Tesla, uh, nvda. Okay, so it got something to do with this computer. It's got something to do with this computer right here because everything's working over here. So it's not Weeble. I just established what's going on. It's not Weeble. So when I go off live, I'm gonna have to reset this computer. I'm gonna have to cut it off, cut it back on, reboot, and see if that solved the problem. So it's not Weeble because I got another computer right here, and I got another. My main screen is over here. What I'm really working off of is over here. Everything is fine over here. Everything is fine. NVIDIA's on the move. Everything is fine over here. So it's not Weeble. My apologies to Weeble. It's not Weeble. It's on my end. My apologies to Weeble. I'm thinking this Weeble, something going on with the charting system. That's not the case. It's not the charting system. It's on my end. Because I got a whole nother setup over here and it's working perfectly. So it's not Weeble. It's on my end. But as long as I got my VWAP up, I'm all right. So I can just work off Weeble. I mean off the VWAP as my only indicator until I cut this off and cut it back on. You know, until I reboot this computer. So it's not, and then again, it might have something to do with StreamYard. That might be it too. Because if you've been watching, you know that I'm testing StreamYard with a whole separate computer with my real setup over here. And I'm doing trades with a small account on StreamYard to test it, but I got my main setup over here. So I won't get no hiccups because I'm testing and I don't want to start getting a bunch of contracts just off the top. And I don't know how StreamYard and how this is going to work out. So I already had one hiccup. It's with the charting system. I don't know if it's the computer or if it's StreamYard. But I'm going to find out when I get off of here because I'm going to cut StreamYard off and then I'm going to see if it'll let me load up my indicators. See, it's not letting me load up my indicators. So I don't know if that's a computer problem or that's a StreamYard problem. So, but it will let me load up the VWAP. So long as the VWAP is there, I'm all right for right now. So that's my first problem so far since I've been streaming. See, that's why I didn't want to just off the top start trading a lot, and I'm just now testing this. Because that could possibly, if I'd have just started trading like normal, that could have possibly cost, because this VWAP, not VWAP, but these two indicators are very, very important. They're very important. So that's why I started small, because I'm testing StreamYard and see how StreamYard works with Webull. And I've had one hiccup. It's been going good for the last, when I started 4 or 5 days ago, well, Monday, I think. It's been going good. But today, well, yesterday, that's when it started. So yesterday I've had my first hiccup, and we're on the move up with nvda. I'm looking for my second trade. If nvda gets up to here, to this strong resistance line, I will pull my second trade of the day back down to the downside, because I know that is strong resistance. Every time we hit that, we go down. Let me go back. This is 30 days. 30-minute time frame, right? And every time we get around that 120 from the past 2 weeks, that black is a day, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, basically almost 3 weeks. We'll hit the 120, go over it a little bit, then come back up under that 120. Boom, 120. Boom, back down 120. Boom, pass it up a little bit, come back down up under the 120. Then it hit that 120 real hard August the 30th and came all the way down to this 100. When it hit this 100 in this area, that's when I bought more shares for my investing account, for my long-term investments. When it came all the way back down to this 100, I pulled the trigger on my long-term investment account. Long-term, that's when I got in on investing long-term. But then we went back uphill, back to day trade. We went back uphill to 120. Bow. Came back down, 120. Bow. Came back down. So I'm looking for it to go back up to this 120. Bow. And come back, possibly, I could be wrong, possibly come back down. But this pass shows me that 120 is strong resistance. Can it pass 120 when it gets there? And I'm thinking it's going to get there today or tomorrow. But I'm thinking it's going to get there today. So let me get back to that 3 minute. So that's where I got that 120 from, if you watch it. And you can see clearly that every time it gets to 120, it goes down. Every time. It broke 120. I think I went a little bit ahead of myself. Every time it goes above 120 and it comes back down. And then it hits 120, goes over it a little bit, then it comes back down. Then it hits 120, come back down. Hits 120, come back down. This time it broke 120, then went up, came back down. Hit 120, back down, hit 120, back down, hit 120, back down, hit 20, back down, hit 120, back down, hit 120. Dropped all the way down on that one. And then turned all the way around, came all the way back. That 120 pop made it break all the way down. 120, pop down, 120, down, 120, back down, all the way back down. And then down here to 100, the sweet spot, where I picked up shares for long term. Then it came back up here, bow, hit 120 again right here, bow, came back down, 120 there, bow, came back down, 120 there, came back down, bow, 120 there, bow, 120, bow. You get the point. So I'm waiting on it to get back up there to that 120. I'm waiting on it to get back up there to that 120. Once it get back up to that 120, that's my plan. I'm gonna wait till it get back up to that 120. That might be today, it might be tomorrow. But that's my next, if that's not my next trade for today, when it hit that 120 again, and I'm gonna have a stop loss at right around 120. My stop loss is gonna be about 120.50. Yeah, I'm gonna give it time. My stop loss is gonna be right around 120.50. Once I watch it, but just because it hit 120 don't necessarily mean before I'm gonna pull the trigger. When it get there, I'm gonna watch and see the movement of it before I pull that trigger. Because just because it could go above the 120, but if it hovers around this 120, and I see that, hey, those sellers are coming in, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna put my stop loss. I'm gonna give it a little wiggle room. I have my stop loss about 50-cent stop loss right there. Maybe, yeah, 50 cents. That's gonna be my stop loss. And I'm gonna see if it's gonna ride all the way back down. That's my next trade. It might happen today, might not. But that's my plan. That's why it's important to have a trading plan. And that's my plan. And it might not work out. I might have to stop out at 120.50. And I'll be all right with that because I stuck to my plan. And that's my plan right there. So let me get back to the spot, see what's going on over there. Wait, where is it at? I don't even see it up here. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Boom. Now we back to the spot. I have no plan for the spot. My first plan for the spot worked out perfectly. So I got one trade already. I did the one trade within the first 5 minutes of the market. So one trade, 8% gain. My day is basically over. But we had this big, huge gap up pre-market. All this is pre-market. Pre-market, 4 a.m. in the morning. At 4 a.m. in the morning, it gapped up. It gapped up $10 in pre-market. So when I got up and I seen this big gap up, I said, whoa, of course there's gonna be some selling on the way back down. There's gonna be some selling. You know, once this move happens in pre-market, 80% of the time, it's not gonna keep doing this. So I pretty much say, okay, this is resistance. So boom. Once I see, okay, I have 571.09 resistance. Okay, this is resistance. Let me put a line. I didn't have to put a line because I've been doing it for so long, automatically knew. That's resistance right here. Boom. One touch, came back down. I'm looking before 8:30. Boom, I seen it come right here. I say, okay, I know this big old gap up, right? Basically from 560, yesterday's close, 560 all the way to 571 overnight. So I say, well, okay, resistance. I took the chance to pull the trigger. And my stop loss was a little bit, I had a tight stop loss. 571.25 was my stop loss. But I seen that it hit that and it came back down and I seen this red candle. Once I seen that red candle with that tail that I've been talking about, I pulled the trigger and I rode it down to somewhere up in here and I got out for my first trade within 4 minutes of the market being open. My day is done. So now I'm waiting on my second trade. I might pull the trigger again because it's already one touch down, two touch down. Now it's working its way back up to this resistance line. It's working its way back up. Let me make this line a little bit thicker. Not as thick as the one at the top though. To that resistance line. One touch, two touch. It's going to be the third touch. That'd be the third touch. If it gets back to that, that's high of the day. 571.09 is the high of the day on the spot. So that's three touch. That'll be the third touch. Will it break or will it go back down? Touch down, touch down. Okay. Well, let's back it up. Let's back up a little bit and do a little bit more technical analysis research. Let's back up. How far does that line go back? Is it another resistance line? Let's back up. Let's go back. Dang. Let's go to 15 minutes. $571.09. Follow that line. Let's see how far it goes to a. Is that another resistance line? Shit. See, that's what I gotta get used to about Webull, bro. Charles Schwab is the charting is better than this. So the charting is better. But I like Webull though. I like it, but Charles Schwab is better. But Charles Schwab is also a little bit more advanced. But we can still follow that line to the next resistance. Let's see. Dang, it's a long ways. Let me go 30 minutes. That might be the all-time, wait, we might be at all-time highs. So that is major resistance. That's major resistance. That's major resistance right there on the spot. Let me put it on 1 year. Yeah, that's all-time highs. In other words, the stock market has never been that high, ever. So that's major, major resistance. The stock market has never been that high, ever. Let me put it on the max. That ain't even pulling up. But see, that's why Charles Schwab's TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab's charting is a lot better. So this is the past 4 years. See that? That is the all-time high of the market. 571.09, around that area. Stock market has never been that high, ever. Look, 2003. If you are a long-term investor, you're banking. 2000, 1998, 1995, 93. We are at all-time highs on the market. Let me get back. We are at all-time highs, bro, on the overall stock market. We are at all-time highs. Will it bust through that 57109? Okay, let's go back to nvda. See where we at. See? Oh, and look, nvda coming back up, y'all. I'm about to get ready to pull the trigger on that 120. Look at nvda. That quick. I bet some of y'all was saying, well, man, it ain't gonna get back up there to that line. I told y'all, nvda moves fast. Moves fast. Now look, we about to get back. Look, 119.32 for the high of the day on nvda. Whoa, that's rock and roll. Let's see Tesla moving. Everything's red today, y'all. I mean, everything is green. Everything is green today. Ooh, look at Facebook. Everything moving. Let's see Amazon moving. Apple moving. Should I do another put on Apple? 128. Apple is up $7 on the day. Wow, perfect trade right there at this 128.79 to the downside. Wow. Come on, nvda. You can get back to that 120. All right, we're at resistance, y'all. Resistance. Small resistance on nvda. Small resistance on nvda. That's 2 touches. That's 2 touches. 1 down. 2. That's 2 touches so far. That's 2 touches on nvda at resistance. Let me put a line right there. You know, I gotta put my trend line. Let me start from right here. There we go. I'm gonna go all the way up to the main resistance line right there at 120. Main resistance. Okay. Just that quick, I got my plan. 120, I know this strong resistance line. I got 2 trades I'm looking at. I got nvda, this 120, strong resistance back down. That's trade number 1. Trade number 2 is the spot. All-time high right here. We got 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, possibly back down. That's 2 trades I'm looking at. That's 2 of them that I'm looking at. To go back, once they hit this resistance down, come up, resistance down. I'm looking for it to go back down on that one, and then on this one. This is the best trade though. Well, both of them are good trades because that resistance line, that's all-time highs on the SPY. And this here is strong resistance on nvda, 120 to go back down. We're 50 cents away on nvda, and we are 80 cents away on the SPY. So I'm just gonna flip back and forth and see what happens. Now I'm sitting back, waiting. I'm sitting back waiting. So now that you see that, I'm gonna keep this on the SPY, and I got my other screen over here on nvda. You know what I'm saying? So I got 2 things going on at once. I got this screen on nvda, and I got y'all watch this screen right here with y'all when they're watching the SPY. And I just sit back and wait. If it don't work out, I am not even tripping. Because as I said, my day is already over because I already caught this red right here. I caught this morning. Boom. My day is basically done. But the perfect setup trade is those 2. And that's the only time if that don't happen between, I'm gonna sit another hour. If that don't happen within another hour, I'm done. So now I just sit and wait in the bushes. I sit and wait and see if either one of my plans come about. I got a video on this side and I got the spy on this side. And I'm just sitting back and waiting for my mark. I got everything loaded. I got my contracts loaded. I got both my plans. And now I sit and wait in the bushes. That's what the stock sniper was all about. I sit and wait. You just watched me go through my whole plan. And you should know clearly I got my target on two different targets. I got my eye on two different targets. I got my scope on two different targets. And now I'm just sitting and waiting for my targets to get in position. I could possibly pull both of them at the same time and shoot 2 for 1. So I'm just sitting back waiting to get to that 120 and that 151.09 and see what's going to happen. Will the target end up into the scope for the perfect shot? That's the question. Will it be the perfect setup? Hit the perfect shot? That's the question. So now I just sit back and wait. Yeah, I just sit back and wait now. That's it. And chill. If it don't happen, hey, I wipe my hands. I put my weapon back in the toolbox, and I go on by my way until the next day. It might not work out like that, and that's all right if it don't. But I got to be patient. I'm waiting on that target to get inside that scope. Once I get inside that scope, perfect position, perfect setup, like a sniper. Then I pull the trigger right at the right time. And if it don't work out the right way, because it could go the other way, I could miss, and I cut my losses quickly. Once I understand it's not going your way, bro, and once it hit my stop loss, I miss. Sometimes snipers miss. It's all a part of the game. But I stuck to my plan. And sometimes the plan don't work. So now I'm just watching. I'm watching to see if nvda gonna go up to that 120. And I'm watching the spy see if it's gonna get that 571.09. But it also has to be in the right position for me to pull the trigger, because it can also just break the whole line. If you break the whole line, then it's out. If it's not inside the scope, then I don't pull the trigger, basically. So I'm loaded, and it looks like that spy. It looks like that spy is gonna go there first. That's what it looks like, because nvda is still hovering around 119.20, 119.10, and the spy, it look like it's on the move up there. Oh, there it go. Look like, I don't think, probably gonna have to end this one, because look at all that volume coming in for the buys. Look at all the volume coming in for them buys. Yeah. I'm loaded. See, it's getting close to that 120. What's gonna happen? If it blows through that 571.09, it's over. Okay, there you go. New high today. I'm loaded up. I'm loaded up. Let's see what's gonna happen. Is it gonna push all the way through, or is it gonna turn around? The next candle's gonna tell me what's going on. Let me see what's going on in 1 minute. 120, strong resistance. All right, I'm in. I didn't even wait on the counter to break. I didn't even wait. I didn't even wait on the next counter. I didn't even wait. Pull back. Come on, go back some more. There go the tail. Strong indication it's gonna go down. Let's see. Come on, next. Come on, next one. It might not work out. If it don't, it's all right. I'm down 2% right now. I'm out. That's okay. I took a 12% loss. 12% loss on that one. That's all right. I stuck to my plan. I stuck to my plan, and it didn't work. It's still going. One and one on the day. Yeah, it didn't work. That's all right. I was looking for. It didn't work. I was looking for the one touch, two touch, three touch, come back down. It didn't work. Took a small loss on that one. Now, nvda on the other side. Nvidia is still hovering around there 119.32. See why I had to get out? If I'd have stayed, I'd have really been down. See why I had to get out? That's why stop losses are so important. That's why stop losses are so important. I had the trade, I had the plan, right? One touch, two touch, three touch. I was looking for this. I was looking for it to go back down, but it didn't work. It didn't turn out. It didn't work out. So I had my stop loss right here, cut losses quickly, and I got out. Good I did, because if I'd have held, look, I would have got flushed out, right? So small 10% loss. I had an 8% gain, which this trade erased that 8% gain from this morning. So overall, this turned out to be a small 2% loss, basically. So it was a small loss. I lost all my gains from this first trade, and I was looking for the good trade scenario was it to go down, which it showed. All my analysis showed. Damn, but it didn't work out, right? It didn't work out. So possibly it could go back down and go back up under this line. So trade number 2 didn't work out. I still got the other trade, which is nvda, on the up for grabs. Still got nvda up for grabs. But yeah, so I had an 8% gain this morning, 10% loss on this trade. Basically a repeat. Basically, the second trade was a repeat of the first trade. But the first time it worked out my way for 8% gain. On this trade, it didn't work out my way for a 10% loss, but that 10 minus 8 brings me to a 2% loss. So it was really a small loss. See, that's what I be preaching. You got to cut your losses quickly. And I think I'm about to pull the trigger again for it to go back up under this line. I'm watching right now. I might just pull it again. We at the highs. I might just pull it again and get those gains back, those losses back. I'm watching. We at all-time highs. It looks like nvda is not going to reach that 120 right now. So we at all-time highs again, 171.89 right here. I'm going to put another line right there. Now, I see we have a lot of green candles off up in here. But if I pull the trigger on this for the third time on, let's see, 1, 2, yeah, to be on the third time, I will cut losses quickly. $571.81, $571.89 is the high today on this spot. Let me see what the 3-minute look like. Yeah, we're headed into a flag, bull flag. We're headed into the bull flag. I'm in for the big drop. There we go. Second trade. Get up under that red line. Get up under that red line. I'm up 5%. I got my gains back. I'm not going to play with it though. Get up under that red line. I got my gains back, y'all. All I needed to do now is get up under that red line. Get back up under. There you go. There we go. Perfect trade. I'm out. I'm out. See? 10% gain. See? So basically I'm back to the 8% gain from this morning. I'm back up. You see how that worked? It still possibly could go, but now, okay, now this right here is new support. Let me change the color. Now, that is new support. See, if you should be getting it now. Basics. This was resistance. but because we broke up, it becomes support. Old resistance holds up as new support, and we still could break this line. But I got out. It didn't. I wanted to. If it went back up, it might still do. If it go back up under this line, it's gonna be a flush. But I got out. So 3 trades. I'm 2 for 1. I'm back up to the 8%. Because remember, I was up already 8% here. Then this trade right here basically is the same trade. I got down on this for 10. 10 minus 8 means total loss of the 2 was only 2%. Then I got it all back right here, back to the 8%. Back up. So there's 3 trades. We barely an hour in. 2 losses, 1 win for the 8%. Back up under that line. Woo! See? Back up under that. Back up under it. Is it gonna flush all the way down? Now this goes back to red because that's still old resistance. And it's back up under that resistance line. From the 1 touch, 2 touch. Tried to go for 3 touch, went up, now it's back up under this line for the possible flush back down. 2 and 1. See what's gonna happen. Let me go to the 1 minute. More of a drop. 2 minute. 3 minute. Look like it's flushing. $571.89. All these red candles. Selling pressure. Okay. What time is it? 9:45. Hour and 15 minutes in. Multiple trades in the day. Up 8%. Missed out on this one, down 10%. Caught this one for 10%. So back to the 8% green, up 8%. 2 wins, 1 loss. Looking for another trade. I might take this for the flush. I'm in. Oh, yeah. I'm out. Quick. 5% gain. Hook flush. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 4 trades on the day. 8. Two, 8, 18%. That last one right there was for another 10%. I'm up 18% on the day. 4 trades. Yep. Let me get over here.
They try to make something that ain't reality. He went and like that.
Caught that flush. Don't look like nvda gonna do anything. It's still up under 119. So recap. First 4 minutes of the day. Put contract 8%. Waited for it to come back up to this to go back for another put contract. Lost 10%. It went up to all-time highs up here. Caught it right here. Got the 8, got 10% on this. 8. They brought it all back. Then another 10% on this one. 4 trades, 1 loss, 3 wins. Up 18% on the day. Been on live. Been on live. Hour and 25 minutes. And it's 9:51. Right on time. Right on time, right on time. Right on time. Let's see. Right on time. Trying to wait to see what nvda gonna do. But it don't seem like it's gonna get back to where I need it to be. Not today. I guess I'll look for that trade tomorrow. Yeah, I guess I'll wait on that for tomorrow. Coming up on 10 o'clock. Day is done. 4 trades, that's good. 3 wins, 1 loss. 8% win, 10% loss. 10% win, 10% win. but the P&L says 18% win. So 18% overall, 4 trades, 1 loss, stuck to the plan, everything went perfectly. The perfect trade didn't happen. So basically, on this trade right here, I basically chased. Basically, I just went with the momentum on this trade right here. That wasn't even really the plan. That last trade I just did wasn't the plan. I just jumped in on the momentum of the going down. Since I knew this was resistance. I was looking for this drop right here. I was looking for this drop right here, but it didn't happen. I was looking for what happened right here. I was looking for it right here as well, but it didn't happen. It went against me, and I took the loss. But with this 8% win and this 10% loss, it was a small loss of only 2%. That's why you got to cut your losses quicker. So then it went up, boom, all-time high. I said, well, okay, I pulled another trigger. I pulled the trigger here to basically get back to the 8%. To get back to the 8% where I was. And that's what happened. I hit this one to get that 2% loss back and the 8% gain back from this morning. That put me up 8%. And then when it went up under this line, I basically just jumped in for the momentum. Basically. Yeah, I just jumped in for the momentum and got another 10% out the deal. That's basically what I did for the 4th trade. So that's what I did on that. All trades came with the SPY. 4 trades, 3 wins, 1 loss. But the loss was it was a 10% loss, but because I had the 8% gain, I was already up 8%. So it basically right here, it was basically a 2% loss. See, you got to cut your losses quickly. That's more important than the green. How many times you can cut your losses fast? Because guess what? It's been times where I have traded and I done lost 3, 4 trades in a row. Like one time I did 5 trades, right? It's been times where I lose a lot, but my losses are very small. 2% loss, 3% loss, 4% loss, 5% loss. And then on the 5th trade, I get a 50% gain. So even though I took 5 trades and I lost 4, because I cut losses fast, I get it all back and turn out green with the 1. It's been in times it happened like that. You can have like a percentage on you. You can have like 10 trades and you could lose 9 out of the 10, right? But long as you cut your losses quick, and that 10th one might be the granddaddy of them all. And you get 50%, 40%, 30%, 20%. But those 9 losses only added up to a 4 or 5% loss. So that's the key. You got to build it. When you put your plan together and you go and you say, well, okay, once you understand it's not going to go my way, you get out quick, like I did right here. Just possibly if I would have did a rookie mistake and held, even though it did come back and I'd have got it all back, that's not how it works, because a lot of times it just keep on going up and you lose everything. But you cut your losses quickly. Cut them quick. Regroup, like I did. I cut my losses fast. Okay, that trade didn't work out. Boom, I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of there. right? Boom, regroup. Okay, it goes to another all-time high. I see that tail. I see that group this red candle forming on the next 3 minutes. Boom, I pull the trigger. I pulled the trigger, waiting for it to break this line, but I got out because I didn't want it to flush back up. So I went on, okay, boom. I got my loss back. I got the 2% back and my 8% gain back. I'm good. I'm out. I'm back up again. It flushes, it takes a little bit and it flushes back down. I said, well, okay, man, I'm about to jump in and go with the momentum. And that's exactly what I did. And I caught it for another 10%. I could have held, but no, I'm in and out. Once I get my green and I get my 8 to 10%, 5%, I'm out. Because I can reload. Trading, I can reload. I can regroup, reload, and go for another trade. And just continue to grow the account. Continue to grow. Trade by trade, trade by trade. One of these days, one of these times, instead of it stopping right here and go to green, it's going to flush all the way down. Then that's when, once it breaks down, I'm waiting for the breakdown. But if the breakdown don't happen on that next candle, if the next candle is green, I'm getting out. But I'm looking for the next candle to be a breakdown. But that didn't happen. That didn't happen. So I went on and got out. Yeah, that's how it works. You got to get in and get out. You got to cut your losses real quick. Once you realize it's not what you want it to be, you got to get out and regroup and reload up and reach support, resistance. You got to start all over again from the beginning. Or go with the momentum. You know, sometimes you can do that. I can go with the momentum right now, but I ain't going to do that. I'm done for the day. That could be greedy. That's momentum. I could just go like that and pull the trigger right now and go all the way down and put my stop loss real tight, like right there, and pull the trigger right now with a stop loss of right here. But if it flushes down, I'm on top. But if it goes back up, I just get out, like it's doing right now. It's acting like it. Okay, it's acting like it's gonna stop me out. It haven't stopped me out yet. I'm still in. Well, I'm not really in, but I'm doing like an imaginary trade. Stop loss is right up here with the line at. I'm just waiting, see what the next candle gonna do. It looks like it's gonna stop me out. I'm not in, but I'm just saying, using this as an example. It's called a mental trade. I'm in the trade mentally. See if I can ride it all the way down. The next candle gonna tell it all. Boom. Let's see. I'm still waiting to see. And on my mental trade, I'm doing the trade in my head. But I got my stop loss. The next candle haven't formed yet. Okay, past that line, all right. Wait for a little bit longer to see. Small stop loss. They gotta do something. This next candle, I'm out. Stop loss hit. Like that. But the next candle is turning green, but I'm out. Mentally. That was a mental trade. See? Glad I got out, because now it's reversing. That's all. Cut your losses quickly. If it don't work out, just regroup. Stopped out. I'm glad I didn't hold. I'd have been down 20 or 30%. That's how it works. You cut your losses quickly. What time is it? 10 o'clock. I got a couple of more minutes left. I want to see if it's going to go up to here, to that resistance, and possibly come back down. See, that's another thing too. You don't want to get too caught up in this, because once you start making money, you know what I'm saying, you start, like being greedy. Like I got 3 wins, 1 loss. I should be off of this computer and gone on with the rest of my day. But now I'm sitting here trying to wait to see if it's gonna hit this resistance and turn around and come back down. That's why it could get, you got to have a good mental state of mind, because when you start making that money, you understand how it works, and you'll sit here all day and just trade and just use that formula, trade 10, 11, 12 times a day. Quick stop loss. You know what I'm saying? Okay, oh, it don't work out, we'll go to the next trade. 10, 11 times in a day. You see resistance, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna wait for it to do the same thing again. I'm gonna put my stop loss right here though. Real tight stop loss. If it hits this and then start coming up under, boom, I pull the trigger on that red line. When it drops on that red candle, boom, I pull the trigger. Wait for it to go down a little bit, boom, take my profit. If it goes above this red line, boom, right here, I get out. Make it, especially if you already up. If you already up, like I'm already up 18%, right? I got a lot of wiggle room. I can sit here and do this all day. I'm up 18%. All I gotta do is have a 2% stop loss or a 3% stop loss. Eventually, I'm gonna catch it. Eventually, I will catch a candle up or down. But you can't get caught up in it like that, because once you get it, you got to get over the mentality of being greedy, and that's it. There's been times, man, I done hit for 2,000, 3,000, and in a day, and just continue to be greedy. But you got to have the mindset to cut it, to get away. Now I'm to the point that I could just sit here and watch it. And that's the beautiful thing, when you can sit here and watch it instead of like, man, instead of being like, man, I could have did that, I could have did this, I could have made that, I could have did this. I'm to the point now where I can just watch it like a video game. So let's see, it's 10:06. Yeah, I'm about to get ready to go. I've been live how long? A minute, an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah. So recap: 4 trades, 1 loss, 3 wins, 18% on the day. Pretty decent day. Nvidia is moving up. It's at back up to 119.01. I'm waiting on it to hit that one. I'm waiting on it to hit the 120. I will pull that. I won't. I ain't gonna be here that long. But that's the wonderful thing about Webull. I got my alert set on my phone, so when I'm gone or whatever, I got an alert set on my phone. Once Nvidia hits 1975, it's gonna alert me on the phone. It's gonna let me know that you're at 1975, and then once I get that alert and my phone goes off, all I gotta do is go into the app and go to the chart, go to Nvidia, pull up my contract that I'm looking for on the downside on Nvidia. That's the ladder on the phone. And all I got to do is press whichever one I want, put in how many contracts I want on the phone, on the run, on the go, and press go. If it hit that 120. I ain't necessarily got to be right here. I got my alert set for 1975 on nvda. And by the time it hit 1975 and I get that alert, it ain't gonna take me but 1 or 2 seconds to get to the contract ladder and put my contract, how many contracts I want to go with. And I click buy and sell from right there. Click of a button on my phone. Great. Webull. That's what I love about Webull so much, is that I can do this on the go. I ain't gotta be right here. I can click. I just showed you. I just showed y'all. All I gotta do is go to Webull once it hit that alert. It ain't gonna take me no time to get there. As long as I ain't rushing. Boom, boom. Hit click video. Click option. Click which one I want to go to, which one I want to go on the put side. Put in how many contracts I got, I want, and click buy and sell. Buy, or as soon as it hit 120 or whatever, when I want to get in there, I click buy. Boom. You know what I'm saying? And then I click sell. I could be anywhere. Buy, sell. Buy, boom. Sell. Boom. On the move. That's what I love so much about Webull. TD Ameritrade and Charles Schwab, they app is not like that. Well, you can just buy it and sell it at the click of a button. So with Charles Schwab and TD Ameritrade, you have to be at the computer to pull a trade like that in the millisecond. You have to be on the computer. They don't have Turbo Trader on the phone. Well, with TD Ameritrade and Charles Schwab, Thinkorswim, they call it active trader. But you only can use the active trader on the computer. You cannot use active trader on the phone. Once, if TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab put active trader on the phone, wow, that's going to be an amazing update. But because realistically, TD Ameritrade and Charles Schwab is really, really my brokerage of choice. You know, that's my main brokerage. But they don't have active trader, turbo trader, the buttons like that on their app. That's the only thing. Once they do that, I will never use Webull again. So yeah, but Webull is good though, especially for beginners. But once you gotta have two. I recommend 2 brokerage accounts, Webull, and of course TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab as your main brokerage. The main brokerage, TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab. They've been around for before I was born. So they are very, very good at what they do. Okay, with 1909, 1910, nvda starting to turn around. I'm gonna take it off. I'm on the video right now. The video is turning around. Nvidia trying to work their way up, bro, to that. Nvidia's trying to work their way up. Move this here. Nvidia is trying to work its way up to that 120. It's trying to work its way up. See if it's gonna happen. So with that being said, I gotta go. Great morning, great morning, great morning. If you're watching the replay, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. I will be back at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. It is 10:15 right now. My day is over. But I do have my alerts set. But my day is over as far as being in the office with this. But I have alerts set. And I will pull a trigger outside of this. I do that too on a regular basis while I'm on the move doing whatever I'm doing on the day. That's what I love about Weeble as I grow this account. So, man, if Charles Schwab had it like that, man, that would be so great. So I don't know, maybe Fidelity or one of these other platforms got it, but I've been having TD Ameritrade, man, ever since I was a kid. So that's why I just stick with TD. Well, now it's Charles Schwab, but I keep calling it TD Ameritrade because that's what I know it as all my life. So with that being said, I'm about to end this live. Appreciate everybody for joining me. If you're watching it on the replay, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. So this the Stock Sniper. Until in the morning. I love each and every one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But also remember, once I get to 1,500 subscribers, I'm doing the Cash App giveaway. So I'm probably gonna go live later because that's what I've been trying to do because I need to get my watch hours up. So I've been trying to go live with this in the morning and then go live with just me without this in the evening just to connect with the people. So with that being said, I see y'all later. It's Thursday night football. I'm probably I got to look and see who's playing tonight. So we will come back later and we will watch the game. So come kick it with me, man. We will not, I won't be talking stocks. I will be talking football, because I don't, want to talk about stocks all the time. But if you learn something, just keep on learning, connect with me, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, it's the Stock Sniper. I'm out.